There's an underestimated power in this world, and it's not loud. It doesn't come with flashing lights or dramatic outbursts. No, it's much subtler, yet infinitely more impactful. This power is silence, a deliberate, calculated silence that speaks louder than any scream, cuts deeper than any insult, and leaves a mark they never see coming. This is not just silence. This is your weapon, your tool for control, for dominance, and for ultimate self-mastery. When someone disrespects you, their expectation is simple: a reaction. They thrive on it. A heated argument, a snide remark, or even your visible frustration feeds their need for power. But when you offer nothing, not even the smallest flicker of emotion, that's when the game shifts. Because silence doesn't just confuse them, it terrifies them. Think about it. When someone lashes out at you, they've already crafted the next move in their mind. They imagine the confrontation, the back and forth, and how they'll manipulate the situation to feel superior. But when you deprive them of that satisfaction, when you refuse to play their game, it's like pulling the rug out from under them. They're left standing in their own mess, scrambling to make sense of your lack of response. Here's the thing. People who disrespect you often rely on your reaction to validate their actions. If they can provoke anger, they feel justified. If they make you cry, they feel powerful. But silence, it offers no validation, no justification. It leaves them face to face with their own inadequacies. And that, my friend, is a darkness they're not ready to confront. Silence isn't passive. It's not about weakness or fear. It's about control. The moment you choose silence, you're sending a clear message. You don't deserve my energy. It's not just about ignoring them. It's about reclaiming your power. You're showing them that their behavior is insignificant, that it's not even worth addressing. Here's a truth most people don't understand. Silence creates discomfort. People fear silence because it forces them to sit with themselves. In the absence of noise, they hear their thoughts more clearly. And if those thoughts are laced with guilt, shame, or regret, silence becomes their worst enemy. When you remain silent after someone crosses the line, you force them into their own mental battlefield. Every insult they hurled, every moment they disrespected you, starts to replay in their mind. Without your reaction to distract them, they're left to stew in their own actions. They start questioning themselves. Did I go too far? Why didn't they respond? Are they planning something? Your silence becomes a haunting echo, louder than any words you could have said. Here's where it gets even more interesting. By staying silent, you create an illusion. They begin to wonder if you're stronger than they thought, more calculating, more dangerous. They might even start to fear you, not because you threaten them, but because they can't predict your next move. In the world of dark psychology, unpredictability is power. People fear what they can't understand. Your silence creates a void, an unknown that they can't fill. And in that void, their imagination runs wild. What are they thinking? Are they plotting revenge? Do they know something I don't? You've turned their own mind against them, and they don't even realize it. One of the most powerful aspects of silence is its ability to act as a mirror. When you don't react, the person who disrespected you is forced to confront their own reflection. And let's be honest, most people don't like what they see. Silence exposes their insecurities, their fears, their weaknesses. It reflects their actions back at them, showing them the ugliness they tried to project onto you. And here's the kicker. They can't escape it. They can't argue with silence. They can't twist it or manipulate it. All they can do is face it. This mirror effect is why silence is so effective in breaking toxic patterns. It disrupts the cycle of conflict and forces the other person to take responsibility for their behavior. But more than that, it leaves them with a lingering sense of regret, a regret that only grows with time. When you choose silence, you're sending a message, even if you're not saying a word. You're saying, I know my worth, and I refuse to lower myself to your level. You're saying, I value my peace more than your chaos. And most importantly, you're saying, you don't control me. This message is far more powerful than any argument. It's not loud or aggressive, but it's undeniably clear. And the best part, it stays with them. Long after the moment has passed, they'll remember your silence. They'll remember the strength it took to walk away, to protect your peace, to let them drown in their own toxicity. For the person who disrespected you, silence is a seed. At first, it seems insignificant, but over time, it grows. It grows into guilt, into regret, into a painful realization of what they've lost. They'll start to notice your absence, not just physically, but emotionally. They'll feel the void you left behind, the kindness and patience they took for granted. And here's the irony. While they're consumed by guilt and regret, you're thriving. Your silence has freed you from their negativity. You've moved on, grown stronger, and found peace. Meanwhile, they're stuck in the past, haunted by the memory of what they destroyed. Silence is more than a weapon. It's an art. It's the art of letting go without losing yourself. It's the art of walking away with dignity, of choosing peace over validation, of valuing yourself enough to not engage. It's not about ignoring the pain or pretending it didn't happen. It's about acknowledging the pain and deciding that it doesn't define you. When you master the art of silence, you master the art of self-respect. You learn to set boundaries, to protect your energy, to prioritize your well-being. And in doing so, you become untouchable. Here's the beauty of it all. Silence isn't just a tool for dealing with disrespect. It's a form of liberation. It frees you from the need to prove yourself, from the cycle of conflict, from the chains of someone else's negativity. It allows you to focus on what truly matters, your growth, your happiness, your peace. Silence is more than a response. It's a statement that says, I'm stronger than your words, your actions, your attempts to break me. It's a statement that says, I choose me. And that's the ultimate power move. To choose yourself, to protect your peace, to walk away with your head held high. That's what makes your silence so haunting, so unforgettable. That's what makes it the ultimate weapon. So the next time someone tries to disrespect you, remember this. You don't need to raise your voice to make an impact. Your silence is enough. Let it speak for you. Let it be the reminder that you're untouchable, unshaken, unstoppable. Let it be the proof that you're in control, not them.